Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Chio Frost, and you are watching Breakfast and Body Slams edition of Thursday Night Slam. That's right. We had a little miscommunication going on, and our guest has not arrived yet. Hopefully, nothing is wrong, and he does show up. That'd be great. Uh, so like I said, hopefully he gets here. Usually we have our guest on first, and then we jump into other topics. Dennis is not here right now. He was on the road. So what do I gotta do is bring on my man, my compadre. You know who he is, Mr. T. Reyes.
What up?
So T, what's going on, brother? How's it going?
I'm flabbergasted. What's happening? Flabbergasted. I told you on the ride over. Just I don't understand. I don't understand. Like I had one glimmer of hope when I was watching CM Punk in his rise. Like, oh, a short people have it. A short people have it. D. Bryan and everything.
Yeah, like me. I was flabbergasted myself as we were having the conversation of but we're gonna get into that, what we're talking about, of everyone
well, you asked me how I was doing. I said flabbergasted.
Yeah, flabbergasted.
Well, but besides that, we're doing great. His team is winning. I'm not liking it.
So right now I want to bring our other compadre, our man, the better Bernard, the Saint Bernard, Mikey.
Hey, what's up, everybody? That's right, the better Bernard.
The better Bernard. They better know who
right.
they're talking to.
Right.
These guys, these damn jabronis, they gotta know what's going on. So, all right. So, our guest O-Dogg has not made it here yet. Like I said, I hope nothing happened to him. I literally was just talking to him. The other night, I was down at Skid Row Academy watching Super Crazy Pro Wrestling, and it was a great, wonderful show. You couldn't make it. You went down to the boardwalk or wherever it was.
Six Flags.
Six Flags. I don't like Six Flags. You know that, right? Because it's too many damn roller coasters. I can't mess with that. Not me. Don't look at me like that. I can't mess with roller coasters.
They got a water park. They do have a water park.
Okay, well then you can suplex a couple people in the water park.
Okay, keep your butt behind in the kiddie park and ride the.
All right. Well, I heard you could have made it. That you could have not made it to a wrestling event down that way because you said there was one.
I think there's one coming up.
Well, there's a lot of shows coming up. September 11th, on that day of mourning of tragedy happened here in the U.S. in New York with the Twin Towers. But there's a lot of pro wrestling events that are going on. Matter of fact, I cannot be there at Super Crazy, but they'll be on, and hopefully maybe you can make the trip over there because I will be going up to North Jersey on September 11th after we do the Breakfast and Body Slams show in studio, because that's going to be Devereaux Sports anniversary with a whole bunch of shows going on. And that's right. You know what? One thing I didn't get off my chest was at the top of the show when we opened up. I'd like to give a shout out to all the Devereaux Sports podcast teams out there. You know, we got the Gobbler, the Sullivan Squad. We got Austin and his crew. I don't know the names of every show, particular.
Chuck E. Cheesesteak.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheesesteak and his crew. You got the old heads, the guys with the UFC and the whole MM. How many we got? We got like 7, 8 crews.
Yeah, like 7 of them. That's what Pat told
Oh
me.
my God, Devereaux Sports is blowing up, and you can listen to us exclusively when we're in studio at the Last Out Media, and as well as just go on to Devereaux Sports on the Facebook page currently. But if you notice, people watching, if you notice at our nice little screen in the background, we have the Devereaux logo up in that corner. We have Thursday Night Slam, which is us right above Mikey, every Thursday night at 9:05.
Right here.
Don't forget, right below down there, you got to like, share, follow, and subscribe to all our social media platforms. We are streaming currently right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We're not on, we are on Twitter and Instagram, but unfortunately we can't stream to them quite yet, but we're working on that.
You hit me up on Twitter, I hit you the link. Trust me, I got you.
Yeah, so this is brand new for us, streaming to 3 platforms at once. So we upgrade a little bit. We're gonna see how it works out, and then if it works out great, eventually we'll probably upgrade again to the platinum, and we can add more than just 3 platforms. So, but you know what? Here I go. I keep forgetting. Another shout out. I want to give to our podcast affiliates out there. Anthony Blackwell and Andy Header over there at the Tornado Tag podcast. And let's not forget about the 2 Daves. Sweet Tea referee Dave Keener and DB Richards over there at the 2300 Wrestling Podcast. And now, like I said, the wrestling world has been turned upside down, picked up, dropped on its head with no love whatsoever with all these recent releases going on.
Flabbergasted. You have a guy like Bronson Reed, who has been a big guy workhorse, doing his thing, North American champion, getting tryouts for Raw. Poof, be gone. What?
And they were giving them a push.
What? Like, hold up. I'm pretty sure Bronson's about 5'11". He could push for 6 feet on a kayfabe. I'm pretty sure he's a super heavyweight, so he's over.
Oh yeah,
the max for that.
He was doing great. I don't know why get rid of him.
I don't understand. Like, they took Jake Atlas and just used him for Pride Month. Poor Mercedes Martinez went on 3 runs. You hired, you fired, you hired, you fired. Like, what the? Seriously? Bobby Fish, you can use as a trainer to hold him there for Undisputed Era, put him big stage. It was so ever happens, but you let him go, huh?
Shame,
huh?
It's a long list. It's not the first. Like, this is like what, the second, third stream
a fire,
yeah. Like, what the hell's going on?
Like, it's. I want over 6 feet, under 30. Them people ain't coming to you. You know who watches wrestling? Under 6 feet. Why? Because it gives them belief.
Thank you. Exactly.
It gives them imagination. It gives them some type of, I could do this. You know.
Right.
Whether they grow up to become bigger men, so happen. But we all start before 4 inches. 40 inches tall. You know.
I'm sorry. I'm here looking at my phone, but I'm flabbergasted because I'm looking at our Twitch. We're live on Twitch. Yeah.
Holy hell.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
it's nonsense. Like what?
That is
You
nonsense,
guys
I
want to
agree.
do well.
I mean,
You guys want to do well, but you're gonna put age, weight, height, whatever
Height.
restrictions there is. What's next? Do I need to be Irish American to be a heavyweight champion again?
I maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe you look Irish a little bit. You fit the part.
I mean, like, is
Top of the morning to your laddie.
we going back before Black Lives Matter? I'm trying to figure this out because Keith Lee's having a hell of a time right now.
I know he comes in. He
does his thing.
He
does
loses and then he wins and like what the.
I know. It's back and
don't
forth.
understand.
I don't get that either.
And it's confusing with what they're doing with Karrion Kross. I don't know what the hell to say.
And then they're taking NXT, which is Triple H's baby.
Okay, well, let's touch instead of jumping around. Let's touch one subject at a time.
Listen, this
you
is
just said
all
NXT.
the same subject. It's under the WWE banner. That's craziness. That is pure unadulterated craziness. We've been hearing the stories all week, dog. And I'm sorry, this is my only platform for me to vent. You brought me in here for my analytics and to see what I could do.
Yeah, but if you're jumping around, it's going to take away from everything else. So we need to fine tune it a little bit and baby steps. Whoa.
I'm just heated, dog.
I know. I can tell. So Mikey, what do you think about with them making all those cuts and everything, that the thought process of whoever behind the scenes, whether it be Vince, John Laurinaitis, or Bruce Pritchard, from what we read, or it could be part of the thing of the USA Network, who could be also part of it, in the boardrooms making decisions. People who don't know wrestling trying to make decisions about NXT.
Now that you said that, I think it goes back to what Dennis said last week about it's people in charge of USA over there at those head honchos at NBC that don't know wrestling like we do, who aren't in wrestling people like we are, making these decisions. These are great athletes, great superstars. I mean, these are future superstars. There's 12 of them. They cut. Why?
Yeah,
it's very
they claim it's budget cuts and everything. And you know what? I think it has a lot also to do with between USA, Peacock, as well as that damn deal in Saudi Arabia. They're all linked together in one form or another. And like, I think it's a real slap in the face that for NXT being the hot product,
it is a slap in the face,
as it is, which, hands down, a lot of times you can watch like an NXT pay-per-view go head to head against a WWE pay-per-view, and majority of the matches will blow them out of the water. And now,
absolutely.
And now the bullshit part is that they want to take NXT from what it grown from to what it is now and return it back to a developmental place for guys to just train and do whatever little mini house shows, then come up to the main roster. And I think that is totally, I'm sorry, but Pat's gonna hate me. It's full of shit. It's
flabbergasted.
It is bullshit.
Flabbergasted.
I don't think it's right.
Is the word of the day. Flabbergasted.
NXT is great. This whole program, the program that they were running, has been fun. I mean, it's very entertaining.
You know what's funny?
You get to see guys in development.
You know what's funny? After their first NXT takeover show, they had a nice picture posted up. It was a meme. Of the group of guys all together, and it literally said, "Hey, main roster, follow that," and they were correct, hands down. Like, and the next night, and the next WWE pay-per-view that followed that first NXT uh, takeover couldn't hold a candle at all.
It's ridiculous. Like Triple H took this product from ground up. He babied it. He nurtured it. He knew exactly what to put into it. And every time there was
Yes, he did.
there was turmoil, he flipped it around and he said, "Nah, Vince is not. This is mine, right?" And now, finally, some odd years later, Vince is like, "We're going back to the old." What?
Hey, and it's look. Let's go back in history a little bit. The one Survivor Series when they had all three brands. That was freaking awesome because I loved getting to see the NXT stars.
But do
go
you see
head-to-head
the
with main
crowd?
roster
The
people.
crowd was so into it. Like they
Yeah,
want,
absolutely.
they want
I
the
mean,
new. And I just
Well, here's the big shocker that out of everything, like everything's a shocker. But here's a big thing that has me confused. But someone did touch on this and explained it to me already. I said about how the whole flip flop thing with this SummerSlam pay per view weekend, where SummerSlam is actually going to be on the Sunday, and NXT Takeover is going to be the SummerSlam is going to be on Saturday, and Takeover is
Right.
going to be on Sunday. And I thought it was going to be, hey, this is going to be a great hype thing for NXT. They're taking that main Sunday spot from the main roster. But then someone told me that it's only because I guess
the double booking, right?
yeah, the double booking of the venue, I guess,
Yep.
where
Yep.
SummerSlam was gonna be, which I can't see how them well, yeah.
well, it's football season, so
Yeah, that's right.
So Sunday using the stadium,
And right now we got the Eagle game on too.
you know,
So
it's football season already.
was
So SummerSlam's
it
booked in the
16 to
Raiders
14,
Stadium.
Eagles over Steelers
So
right
that's
now.
how that went. But regardless of switching spots or whatever, it is total BS. We know it's total BS.
And you know what? With the whole idea that Triple H had from the door, where he was gonna have NXT facilities across the US. Yeah, the US. He had the one in
UK.
the UK, and then he was gonna do the Japan one, and I think he was
had one in
India.
China, India.
Yeah, they were gonna have these
Which
miniature.
I think would have been great. That would
Yes.
have been great because you develop new superstars and new
And-
faces.
and you
keeps
have
it
them,
going.
and then you'll have them all over the damn map.
Yep, everywhere.
But
Right.
that took a fall, and as we see, NXT UK is not doing very well in ratings as it has been doing it since when Pete Dunne was champion. And believe it or not, believe that it was Pete Dunne, because not many people really want to watch everybody else beside Joe Coffey before that whole incident happened. You know,
There you go, Mikey. You got something to read on the screen. He's hating. He's hating.
Pat, take
But-
your hate and go somewhere with it, will you?
He can't get on our level as far as we have come right now. Right now I'm looking, and
I mean, look,
I'm waiting to
at
see
all
if I
these,
got the thumbs up yet from our buddy Dennis Reaper, if he's ready to come in or not. So I'm waiting to see the thumbs up. Okay, I got the thumbs up. And ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls, children all ages.
the guy that nobody has been waiting on, really.
Since the dumpster back in Home Depot, we've been waiting.
Dennis!
The
Wow,
dumpster at
there
Home
it is.
Depot. Damn,
He said it. I didn't.
that's cold. That's cold.
That's some
Like,
harsh words.
Damn. I have feelings. Like, there's not many. There's a little bit of feelings, but like, damn.
I know, for real. He just hurt.
That's all right. My dumpster's
Oh, damn.
Aldi. That's where Tony Reyes lies. So it's okay. You have,
Let me see. Let me see if I move Dennis down. Let's swap spots.
Ooh.
Cause I'm looking at the logo. It was covering up T's face. But it's
Look,
all right.
so I'm like this. I'm like, okay, hold on.
Wait, I can go like this though. Bam,
No, no.
like that.
Oh,
we can
well.
switch. We can switch on and off. We're good like that. That's how good we
Oh
are.
man, oh man, oh man.
Yeah, we were just getting in the whole the whole all the releases that was going on. The whole them want to take NXT and turn it back to a developmental. Dennis, since you just jumped in, give us your feedback on this bullshit.
Look, it was bound to happen. Okay, it was bound to happen. AEW has been on fire as of late, okay? So, again, it comes up to the WWE don't own shit. You know, they might be in charge, but it's the networks that are paying WWE for their product that owns everything. So, do I agree with the whole you have to be over 30 and under, over a certain height? No, I think that's the stereotypic BS bullcrap.
I guess we ain't getting no work.
Like, I'm 5'8", okay? And I'm 250 pounds. I'm 34. I've been telling people for years, there ain't no way in hell I'm ever going to go to WWE. But it was still that shot of the dark. I know how to get to WWE, but it's not going to be as a wrestler.
You gotta have you gotta not have a chin.
Yeah.
That's true.
And also be a piece of shit. But that's just my personal opinion.
You better watch your foot there. You're about to trip over your phone cord and drop it.
But no, it's been a long time coming. Like, people are mad that, it's going to happen. But the thing is, we don't know if it's going to happen. That's just rumors that, it's going to be a height requirement and an age requirement. And if Vince knows what's good for business, that's not good for business.
Yeah.
Because half your NXT roster are guys that are over the age of 30. That could absolutely main event WrestleMania. That are not 6'2". Okay, like I'll say this: you put Joey Gargano and Ciampa on Mania just themselves, you'll have match of the night.
Oh, for sure, no doubt.
Like, I don't care if you have a 2-night pay-per-view and you have 8 matches per night. No one's touching that match. You put Adam Cole in WrestleMania, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it there too. No one's touching whoever he faces match. Match will be match of the night.
You know what I'm looking forward to is Walter and Dragunov going at it.
I am too.
That's gonna I really like the match between Dragunov and this guy on Wednesday that happened. Pete Dunne, yeah, that's right.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal match, and I actually like the way it ended.
I hated the way it ended.
No, I like the way it ended because here's the point. Dragunov mouthing off saying about I'm gonna do something you can't what you couldn't do, and that's beat Walter. So then Dunne and Dragunov has the match. Dunne goes over on Dragunov, so it's like, okay, well, I just beat you. So what's that say about you beating Walter? So, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight.
It should have been the other way around. He should have beat Dunne and gave him that same smirk that Dunne does with the shoulders, like,
Yeah, but that's too classic when you're trying to put the guy over right away.
But they're also trying to kiss Pete Dunne's ass.
Oh yes, definitely, because they want to keep him too.
Because his contract is up after, I think, in the next month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And like what
Pat said, and Pat's saying right now, why give Adam Cole a contract extension? Because Vince knows he's screwed if he leaves. Adam Cole is money. Adam Cole has been money.
Yes,
Adam Cole has always been money. And this comes from me, me, Chio, T, and you, Pat, have all worked on the indies, and we've all been on shows with Adam Cole. There is not one show I've worked on that he has been on that I have not been amazed by the guy's in-ring talent ability. Okay? So Vince has to do anything he can to keep Adam Cole. Because if Adam Cole leaves and he goes to AEW, I'm sorry. Good luck to
It's
WWE.
gonna be another shot in the foot. It's gonna be another toe taken off.
Like,
Because
yes,
that's all Vince is doing.
Big
He's
time.
chopping his own body parts off one by one.
oh, I agree. Like, I feel bad to an extent that all these guys are being let go, but it's kind of like it's part of the job. Okay, releases are going to happen. Like Tyler Breeze said the last time we discussed, like, you're given a gold. Here's your golden spoon in WWE. Now it's your job to make something happen. Vince gave you the job. Vince gave you the key to the building.
Now here's I'm thinking Vince's mindset. He's jealous. He wants to be always wants to be the big dog on top. He sees what NXT's doing and this and that. So he's making the cuts. And then he has the whole thing. He's going back to the classic old school, which we discussed about, no small guys. He wants the younger guys so they can have longevity. If you get the older guys, they're not going to last as long as the younger guys does. So he is, and then them guys being big, he wants them larger than life. So and that's what's going on. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and the list goes on. Keith Lee now, Karrion Kross now since he's been coming up on there. I will not be surprised to see Walter up there next to as well.
See, I don't think Walter. See, here's my thing. I love Walter. I love the UK version of NXT. I'm sorry. I think NXT UK, definitely, in my opinion, is almost as better than the US version by a long shot.
Hell
and
yeah.
And it's not that I don't think the NXT down in the US is great. It's we rarely get to see a lot of the UK wrestlers. And the UK wrestlers are getting to do indie shows still. Okay, that's the big thing that's missing here.
And if you notice, they do similar styles between the US and the UK. But if you notice, the UK, the guys in the UK, they had that more traditional catch as can do style.
See, here's my thing. I love Walter. Yeah. Sorry. I was trying to share the link and my phone's like making noise. I'm like, no,
you gotta turn it down.
Shut up, phone.
UK always been catch can.
100%.
And it's like them adapting to the WWE style, because the WWE that has his own style.
Right. Like
the way they work compared to everybody else, it's different. It's always been different. I agree to some extent. NXT UK was awesome, but for the past 6 months, it's been lackluster.
Well, we all know why
I
they've
can't
been lackluster.
say that it's
we know
better
why
than
they've been
NXT
lackluster,
USA.
though. Look, the UK NXT has been lackluster the past year before now. It's because half their roster was stuck in another part of their country and couldn't travel. So they couldn't even perform. But here's why NXT UK, in my opinion, is better. They still get to work indie shows in the UK. NXT US does not. So they're getting to work one live taping a week, okay, and train all day. While the guys in the UK are taping all their shows and going to work D&D shows. So they're getting to work in front of fans all the time. So, in my opinion, if they really want to do it, they really need to do a NXT US versus NXT UK. 100%.
That was similar. That was similar to that idea, was that War Games between Imperium and the Undisputed.
Look,
I would literally want to go back and watch that again.
Here's how I look at it. You have Survivor Series, okay?
Yes.
Why not do NXT UK versus NXT US? You do Raw versus SmackDown. You do,
really,
men's and women's. Why not? Give the fans something they've never seen on that show. NXT had to come save Vince the one time because, of an airplane dispute in another country. and NXT came through on fire. Okay,
Yep. They took over
Yes, they
SmackDown,
did.
I believe.
like yeah, they took the world by storm, and it was beautiful because those guys were like, we have the opportunity of a lifetime. Let's kill it. Now give these two
And they did.
give these two platforms a main opportunity like that. You're not going to see anything but star power. Those guys are going to come out giving you everything they can for that 2 or 3 minutes of shine. That's the problem right now with Vince. Vince has 3 hours on Raw, 2 hours on SmackDown, but you have all these commercials and all these promos, and you're not giving the guys the quality time to perform for the people that are paid. You know, what is it? $300 at ringside? You know, $70 for the roof? Like,
you get
I'm not
you get
here.
more action on SmackDown than you do Raw.
Oh, you always have.
That's why-
SmackDown's always giving you more matches than Raw. It's always been that way because Vince has to kill an hour worth of, promos and
I think honestly, I think the women's division might be in jeopardy a little bit because like if anyone heard and Andrade when he cut his promo saying about he wants the whole family there in AEW, talking about Rush from ROH. He wants Nate there, the soon-to-be father-in-law, his fiance. He wants Charlotte to come over. Like he wants like anyone who he was involved with. Like that's why he says the family. He wants everyone there with him to go strong. And if Charlotte
Charlotte has
does that,
nothing to prove in the WWE.
no, she has nothing to prove no more at all whatsoever.
She's the queen, so she has nothing to prove.
She's
in
also
the
their big moneymaker for them.
Yeah, she is.
look.
Well, it's between her, Becky, Sasha, those main core group of girls,
4 horsewoman,
and
Right.
and Becky haven't made her debut yet back.
No,
I'm waiting for.
They're saving. They got to save that now because of everything going on. But Pat's blowing up our comment board here. So Pat's.
That's the only one.
Why give Adam Cole a contract extension? It's because they need
Cheers.
to.
Wait, you know what, guys? I was
gonna say we answered that though.
I have O-Dogg on the screen. I think he's here. Let me see
Really?
if we can. see if we can get him on here. Dog, are you there?
It's Sienna.
Oh shit!
Oh, okay. Instead of O-Dogg, we got Sienna Duval.
Hi.
Hi, you are live on Thursday Night Slam.
Hello.
Hello, how are you, sweetie? Hold up. Let me
Guys,
pull you. Let me pull you to the main screen. There we go.
Hold on now. Let me get the angle.
If you take your camera and you turn it sideways, it'll work better. There you go, like that.
All right, that works.
Most
See
definitely.
now this is a better view. Like no I love O-Dogg, but like now
now we have a better guest. We're gonna talk to her instead. How's that? Is he around?
Yeah, he's around, but I ain't gonna turn the camera that way.
No, it's all right. We can get involved with you. We'll talk to you, said, until he shows up. If he shows up,
Yeah.
he probably drinking some Henny or something like that. He probably getting it in.
He's
It was his birthday yesterday. Matter of fact, happy birthday, dog.
They said happy birthday, dog. He said thank you.
He just got home from work, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ah, man,
I know. I'm like, hold on. O-Dogg ain't on. He's still working.
Yeah.
working.
Just got home.
Working. What's that?
Look, his job makes my job and your job, Chio, look like a chump change. Okay,
Yeah. For sure.
I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna be a very open book. O-Dogg's job makes my job look like shit.
Yo, for the fans out there who don't know, Sienna Duval, she was one of the premier women wrestlers in the Philadelphia, South Jersey area, going head to head, blow for blow with a lot of the ring rat hoochies that try to step in the ring with her. She just manhandled them.
It's crazy.
We've been up and down the road at several different companies we worked for together. We had great times.
We did.
For as long as we known each other, me, you, Dennis, it was always a family connection we had.
Oh yeah.
And to this day, when we come over to visit at the Skid Row and Super Krazee too, as well.
Yes.
So now since Dog's not here, let's talk to you, honey. So tell us a little bit about yourself, so the viewers out there can know who exactly are you? Where'd you train? How'd you come up? What got you into professional wrestling?
All right. So I started training in 2006, fresh out of high school. Well, 2 years out of high school. I was 20 years old. I went to ACPW school. It was at the time it was on Kensington Avenue and Norris Street in Kensington, North Philly.
Yep, represent.
I trained with Southern Enforcer, Amy Lee.
Okay, I remember something. He's a big guy, yeah.
Yes. Amy Lee, Southern Enforcer. At DWF, Devastation Wrestling Federation. It used to be King Kong Bundy School. Then Doc Diamond took over it.
Over there in Gloucester.
Yeah, well, I didn't go to Gloucester. When he was in Sewell, I wasn't there.
Oh,
I got
okay.
introduced to him when he was in Sewell. But when I started, he was at B&B Fitness in Pentalkin.
All right.
Yeah, so I started there, and then I just started throwing myself out there. And I wrestled from Massachusetts down to Texas to the Bahamas, back across to California, back to Pennsylvania. My first name was Lady D, then it was Simply Divine, and then Sienna Duvall. So
that's how I met you, when you were Simply Divine.
Yes.
And then as soon as you changed your name, I kept getting confused. Like, wait, hold up, is she this or is she that? I'm like,
But I kept the SD. That was the whole thing. I kept that. So that's where I started. Let me turn this camera this way. And now I am the co-owner of Super Krazee Pro Wrestling and Skid Row Academy in Westville, New Jersey. Make sure you guys come see us. We have a show September 11th, noontime. Come check us out. Follow our pages.
Unfortunately, I was saying I am unable to make that show to come out. Because I have a prior engagement up in North Jersey for another company, but I will be on Breakfast and Body Slams in the studio in Ben Salem at 10 a.m. and I will definitely give you guys a plug.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Now, being one of the co-owners of Skid Row Academy, you got a lot of great talent coming in from from other schools and other companies, and you get then you got the fresh faces of students who are just learning. And I'm not familiar, like, how many female students do you currently have?
Right now I have 3.
3. Oh. And is there any good prospects out of all of them?
Yes, her name is Felicia Dior.
Okay.
She started at CZW. After her time there, she came over here with us, and she's a powerhouse. I actually wrestled her 2 shows ago. And I'm not her yet, but she's a force to be reckoned with. She's definitely an up-and-coming female wrestler, and you guys better watch out. She got a mean arm drag.
I like arm drags.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. It's classic. It's old school.
I wanted to now you got me intrigued because I love arm drags. So now I'm gonna have to come and see this.
Yes, you have to come see her. She's awesome. She's awesome. She's a girl. Make sure you go follow her, Felicia Dior, on Facebook and on Instagram. She's just awesome. And we have another young lady by the name of Taylor Holly Combs, THC. You get the syllables there. She's awesome. She's newer, but she has a lot of potential. She's very athletic. Kind of gives me the Carmella meets Becky vibe.
Okay.
So it's like she has that intensity of Carmella. It's a nice mixture of the two. So she's up and coming.
Yeah, I know on the male side of the spectrum that you've got there, a couple of guys that stand out to me is Samael.
Krazee.
Yeah, because I always want to say Samuel, so I gotta like slowly say it Samael.
Yes.
Him.
And
Cass.
Devious Cass. Yes.
Cass. He's still a young boy. He's still young there, he has time to grow.
Yes, and that's what about a skid row. All skill levels, all ages, and we work with you. We want you to be the best you can be. We don't want anyone to come into this business and not develop the correct way. We want you to come in to not only wrestling, but wrestling etiquette, because I think that's what's lost in this business. I think people come to this business,
yes, no, I
respect it all, or they just think that it's okay. Kick, punch, super kick is over. Let me slap my leg, not connect, and I got a match, right? But that's not what this is about at Skid Row.
Nope.
We don't discriminate. We want everyone to come. It's open to anyone, all skill levels. Whoever you are, come on down. We're a safe school.
And the thing is, if they have prior training from another school, they need to come in with an open mind. Don't have a bad chip on your shoulder of what experiences you prior had elsewhere, and don't think like all the schools are the same way. You like I said, you just gotta do what we all been taught. Eyes and ears open, mouth shut.
Yes.
And Dennis is one to tell you that all the time.
Yes. But I think a lot of times people are a little jaded or bitter because of how their experiences went. And I think that's why the business is going in a different turn. I think it's because people are tired of how they were treated, but they didn't really reach out and figure out how to go about it and how to make it better for the next crop of kids coming in. So they go in with this, I need revenge. Let me show them I have my own school now, I have my own Fed now, and I can do this and I can do that. And they're really hurting themselves all over again and then hurting the product thereafter. That's why, come to Skid Row. We'll take you as you are, and then we'll help you redevelop yourself.
And
develop adults, and that's what we're doing.
And that's the whole thing behind the Skid Row name. It's like, a lot of talent or guys got kicked to the curb. Come on, yo, this is Skid Row. Bring your ass over here. It's like I said, sit down, break bread with us, and let's get to work. Let's get the work back on the right path. You may have fallen off, but we're to help. We're here to help pick you up and help you raise up to another level instead of being down, kicked to the curb.
Yes. Or even if you're brand new, we'll show you how to be strong, how to take this business by its head respectfully, and carry that legacy on and project the respect to other workers. Again, that's something that's lost now. We don't respect each other as professional wrestlers anymore. It's kind of like who got who first, or whose penis is bigger than the other, right?
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Like, that's the
correct here. But that's not what we do. We're here to respect each other and help each other grow and hold each other's hands. We're all family. It's a family environment.
It really is a family thing over there. I've been over there plenty of times. They welcomed my girlfriend in with open arms, and they didn't even know her. Man, O-Dogg made her feel so out of there. That was the greatest thing ever. All right, look, Chio, everybody knew we were dating.
She felt welcome like it.
No. O-Dogg
was one shot.
O-Dogg didn't realize we were dating and was making a comment towards her. And she's like, she comes and holds my arm, and it was like, dude, that's his girl. And he's like, what? There's a sexy man right there.
Yeah.
he got the crunk juice ready.
Hamburg, PA.
But no, like the one thing Skid Row I love about it is 100% is like a family environment there. I know I haven't been up in a while, but work and me. I know. I got my Monday and Fridays training. I can't leave my kids. I love my kids. Even if I only got 3, they're dedicated. Like there's no tomorrow. Right. They take an ass beating on those 2 nights. So I got to give my kids love. But no, like if it, how I look at it this way is there's 2 top tier wrestling schools in Jersey. 2. It's you guys against the factory. Nobody else is coming anywhere near those 2 schools. I say that respectfully because of what you guys have transitioned and how many guys you have come in there to train and help get.
What the hell?
You know,
he's just letting you guys know he's in. He's there.
Yeah.
You know, with the surprises you've had show up at the school, you know, with the help pass the knowledge on to those kids and the way that those kids and the trainees show the respect to you guys and the business. It's the same fact the way it is over there at another school in Jersey, but there's nobody in Jersey that is you guys. You're the top 2-tier schools in New Jersey. You know, even in Philly. Like if I lived in Philly, I would make the drive to Jersey.
I feel so bad about Philadelphia because at one point Philadelphia was part of the group.
Yeah.
So it was a wrestling mainstay, and now it's evaporated. And being from South Philly, growing up and wanting to be a wrestler, I was so excited to wrestle in my hometown, and I never did.
That's my biggest. That's what sucks for me. Like, I love when y'all when y'all got me to wrestle for Philly. Like, yeah. I was ecstatic. Like, this isn't Upper Darby. This isn't, this was Philly. And man, did those Phillies people give me the booze that I wanted to hear just saying I'm from Baltimore. Like, I loved every effing minute of it. Like, listen, Mike, listen. You have no clue. Bro, I came out from Baltimore, Maryland, and they started chanting Ravens suck. Like, what? I didn't even come out that I was a Ravens fan. I just said I'm from Baltimore. Immediately, Ravens suck chant in the venue. Loved it. And the only response I said is, it didn't take me, 50 plus years to win a ring. It's the only thing I could come up with. It's the only thing I could say. But no, D, like, she's like, she's being for real. Like, there is no respectable schools in Philly besides Cheeseburgers. And that's in Bristol. I wouldn't even consider
that's
that
on the
Philly
outskirts.
School.
So he has a great crop of kids up there too. I mean,
he definitely does.
If you guys, if someone is in that area and they need a school, definitely go check out Cheeseburgers.
I 100%.
And he has some of his students actually wrestled on our show. So, they're great people. There's so many great schools around, and it's something for everybody somewhere.
People, I got some bad news, but the Birds are losing. 24 to 16. So what?
It's only preseason.
I just wanted to see the Steelers lose because I'm a Ravens fan. So, like, I was enjoying y'all winning. And now I'm like,
it's not that bad.
Yeah. No, look. You have young kids on the team. You got Joe Flacco that's out there trying to do something.
Okay. Correct.
So, but again, it's preseason. They're trying to figure it out in 3 weeks instead of 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna this season's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. All the extra games and the extra stipulations, and then COVID, of course. Really don't know what's gonna happen with that. It's gonna be a really crazy season across the board.
Oh yeah,
like it's starting to get scary with everything. Everyone's starting to mask up again, and the whole vaccination thing again. It's gonna get scary. We're at a point where they're eventually, if things get worse, we're gonna be shutting down shows again.
That's why. Look, my venue already told both my venues have already told me they're not pulling the trigger until now 22.
We're in Jersey, so like, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
have the athletic commission.
Yeah, like, I know I could run a look, I know I could run a show at some places. It's just one of those, like, do I want to ruffle those feathers or do I not now?
We're gonna be an underground.
You don't want the commission to come down because
hell no. And that's why I haven't pulled the trigger. Like, the one venue's like, look, if we do it, it has to be with these, and I'm like, look, it's not really worth it because then you're cutting the venue sits 1,200 people with a ring in there, and they're like, well, if we had to do COVID, it'll have you can only probably fit 200. I'm like, look, then no one's making money, like in any way.
Plus the shower, plus the hand sanitizer, plus separate.
Like everybody loses. It's a lose-lose situation. I was like, I want us to all make money. I'm like, the deal that the contract we have, I'm like, I'm making money. Like, the roster's making money. That's how I see it. Like, if I'm making money, y'all are making money. if you're taking money off the table, no one's winning in this scenario.
And we may be in an unhealthy situation already. Now, lost.
Yeah. It's the risk isn't worth the squeeze at this rate right now. So I'm like, I'll wait. Like if I have to, the show's gonna happen the day before my birthday, but
now,
oh well. It's gonna be one big ass celebration.
Yeah, I wrestled in Triple WA on my birthday, and O-Dogg, he planned this really elaborate entrance for me. I had no idea when I walked out with streamers everywhere and signs, and it was amazing. And I haven't topped that birthday yet. So
I don't think I've ever wrestled on my birthday yet.
Yeah,
I wrestled the day before or the day after. I don't think I've ever wrestled.
I have.
So
It was
good.
fun. I remember where and who against.
Look, I was supposed to wrestle on my birthday because last year my birthday fell on a Saturday, so we were going to have the debut of DEF CON on January 9th, and then COVID happened. And I was like, all right, well, now we're not having no show.
I believe it was a mixed tag. Who was the woman? I know Renee Michelle was in there somewhere. I want to say it was her and someone else.
What year was it?
2014. I wrestled Renee Michelle before that in that January show there.
Maybe Nyla?
No, Nyla was gone. I was champion then.
Okay.
I forgot who it was. But we were in the mixed tag main event, double titles on the line. We won.
Now, Sienna.
Yeah.
Now the question is O-Dogg gonna join you on screen so we can get down talking to him, or what's he doing?
Let me consult with him.
Huh?
Jesus.
Hold on a second. Here he comes.
What you want?
You give me what I want. I booked you on the show, goddammit. What the hell you think I want?
He wants to drink, man. He worked all.
Well, you can drink
Where's my
on
cigar?
camera.
Birthday season, so
Yeah, he's celebrating.
Well, sit your ass down with your bottle and get
I'm
your
boom
drink on
shakalaka.
while you talk to us.
Listen,
I'm
listen,
talking
listen.
to us.
wow.
All you have to say, Chio, is boom shakalaka. I'm just saying, he would have showed up.
Oh, okay.
I missed that.
Head take up her whole body.
What was that?
My head takes up her whole body.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Listen, sometimes you have to have a big head, you know?
What's going on, buddies?
Well, we brought you on to talk to you about your career and stuff, how you started and everything like that.
How about let's talk about them silver pants when I first met you?
Which silver pants? What are you talking about?
You had long hair, and I thought you was like Sabu Jr.
Oh, that's when I was doing. I was doing
man.
double dooney. I was doing 2 gimmicks at the time.
Yes, that's the first time I
Yeah.
met you, bro.
Yeah, I had one under the hood and one I was just, doing normal.
Yes.
But no, the first time we met was at Hawkins.
Yes, you had the silver pants.
No, I wasn't wearing them. You go out there I was down there in shorts and stuff at the time. I was there with Flex,
Yes, you were.
and I ended up meeting you and Cedric.
Yes.
Rick. Yeah. And then you afterwards, we started talking bullshit more, and we ended up walking to Rick's house, where, God forbid, why did you introduce me to that guy?
Yeah.
That-
He was one of the guys that brought me into business, One of the guys. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in the business, seriously.
but down there at Hawkins, it was great. It was a nice.
It was,
It wasn't the best atmosphere because
No.
it was in a garage. You had cars running. They're trying to fix stuff as well, and
you're right.
it looked like shit, honestly.
You got teeth, Darrin.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
it was a good ambiance. Back in them days, you had to earn your keep. You had to earn to be in this business because there was a bunch. It was a nice group of guys. I don't know if people paid to be in the industry, but goddamn, they sweated for this and bled for the business. back then. Nitro, you talking about Danzar, you talking about
Mm-hmm.
Kwame, a lot of good heavy hitters. You know what I mean?
It's funny because down there I met a lot of interesting guys. Like Reckless Youth. I
Yeah,
met him when he was with Keener training.
yeah.
Ran into Billy Rail.
Billy Ray.
Cashmere came in there. Excuse me.
What about Twiggy Ramirez?
I didn't meet him there. I met him on a show elsewhere.
Okay. He was down there too.
And then we had some of our favorites that were our in our buddy system, like Bubbles.
Bubbles.
God rest his soul.
Referee. We're going. You're going way back. You're telling your age.
B-Pop. Yeah.
B-Pop.
Yeah.
He was the best bumping referee I ever seen. He bumped so well that he didn't need to be a referee, but he wanted to be a referee. He was a great
referee. Who else was down? Well, we had around what? Shane Golden, Honk Heiser. Man.
No?
Here's that guy Slayer.
Slayer.
Mike. Yeah. Mike is a part of our Devereaux Sports family team. He jumps on and he does a lot of the sports in Devereaux Sports. So with Frankie Frizzo as well.
By the way, Frizzo's back in the wrestling ring.
Oh, good.
Oh, really? Shout out to Monique, his wife.
He's supposed to wrestle on September 4th. I don't know. He hasn't showed up to training.
Okay.
I think you might have to get him to come down to the row.
Oh yeah.
Him and Monique are definitely more welcome.
They live close. Yeah, they're always welcome. Everybody's welcome. Everybody.
Look, I'm gonna come down to the row because
you ain't coming.
I want to interview. I gotta do an interview with Tony Batista.
Yes.
I gotta get him on the Reap the Future with Dennis Reaper podcast.
Yes.
I love this guy. He's something to be reckoned with. I've never seen nobody like him.
Oh, dude, no.
So respectful.
Yes, I got now since Chio, we're talking about Fenwick. Do you believe me when I say we got Batista through Fenwick?
Yes.
Fenwick. Let me see.
No, not Ben. Ricky.
He said so.
Oh.
Yeah, he was doing one of his shows in Camden, and Eddie Velasquez.
Yes, Eddie Velasquez.
That's another good guy. I love him. Him. He's a workhorse. Everybody should be like him. I see him everywhere. He goes everywhere.
Follow him on Facebook and Instagram.
Eddie Velasquez. He brought him in from a Ricky debacle. And I looked at this guy and I was like, oh, it's going to be hard to let him know that Ricky did him bad. And Tony's so dedicated to the sport, he didn't really listen to me. But then I got him after a couple of more Ricky debacles. And I'm sorry. But you get what I'm saying. He's a gym. He wrestles for Triple WA. He wrestles for us. He's our champion, U.S. champion.
I literally tell everybody he's like the new blue chipper. Like when Rock came in as Rocky Maivia, he has that about him. Just as he's transitioning from the babyface to the heel, that's where he's at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I mean he's a total gem. If you ever heard of like a diamond in the bush, he is. He's that guy.
Oh, Look, every time I'm at Triple WA, he's there. And the one thing I love about Tony, he always like, hey, if you watch my match, can you tell me what you don't like about it? I'm like, absolutely. Look, that's the one thing that Chio always says that I tell people, I'm never going to tell you what you did good. I'm going to tell you what you did wrong. And the fact that y'all teach that at your school is one thing that I love about it, is because you don't need to work on the stuff you're doing good, ever.
Exactly.
You got to work on the stuff that looks bad. And I learned that when I first broke in 13 years ago at LVW, and Bill Daly literally goes, what the hell was that? Your forearms, punches, and kicks look like shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I got told they looked good last week. He goes, well, they lied to you and they look like shit.
Yeah.
So I fixed it. A month later, he goes, now that's what's called hard work. Look,
Yeah.
Tony Batista, and I said it to him at WWA when he won the title. The fact that they Winthorpe lost the title to somebody that, at WWA, those fans wouldn't have expected Winthorpe to lose the title at any time soon.
Right.
And I said to him, I go, now when you look at this, understand that when you win a title, it's because the company is trusting you, not just with the title, but with this position.
Yes.
Right.
I was like, it's not that something you've not just earned it, but you've deserved it since you've been here, because you do everything that you're asked of. You do everything that is needed of you.
Yeah.
I go, Winthorpe doesn't yell or bitch about anything you do in the ring. I go, he's learning from you as you're learning from him. I go, so when you walk out there to wherever you walk out with that title, I go, just know you've not only just earned the respect of everybody in the locker room, but I go, you've earned the respect of the entire WWE fans.
Yeah.
I was like, so enjoy it and have fun. I go, just don't think of this as like, hey, I'm a champion now. And he's like, oh no. I'm like, I'm not saying you are. I go, but other people are. I have a title on my waist. I'm king shit. I'm like,
Right.
that title don't mean nothing. You know, it's how you represent that title. You got to represent that title with respect and pride and love. I go, and you're going to. I already expected it because of how he represents, your guys' title and stuff. So it's like, I just want to. I don't know. I just see Tony Batista going places within the next 3 years.
Yes.
And I'm saying that in the next 3 years, he will be going other places and doing bigger and crazier things.
Yes.
That's how much talent he has.
I would love to see him on TV someday.
Yes. Dude, tell him to reach out to Dylan Freimeyer. Like, I want to see him on AEW. I think if he goes he'd have a way better opportunity with AEW than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. AEW definitely has a lot of avenues for a lot of younger talent. So.
And he comes through our class, our advanced class. We're having an advanced class with some AEW stars, with Homicide leading the helm, and he works perfectly fine.
Yep.
This guy he makes. Even if I have a like you saw, Chio, that was an emergency that I needed him to be in Hamburg because everybody else didn't have a ride up there. I called Batista. There was no. He was right there. There was no. Maybe he was like, no problem. I'll be there. In front of the event at Triple WA. No disrespect to Triple WA. I worked there. Beautiful place to work.
Yes,
but I asked Batista, could you be there before his match, and he did it.
And he still made his match.
He still made it to his match. Beautiful guy. We'll give you the shirt off his back, in and out of the ring.
Yep.
I have nothing bad to say. I've been to his wedding. I met his family, and how many guys will just break bread with you like that in this business? And it's
not many.
You know what?
There's not many at all.
No.
We're gonna take a quick break here. I was trying to find one of your a school video for Skid Row.
Right.
So what I did, I took 2 videos of yours and I spliced them together the other day, and we're gonna play that right now for people who don't know about Skid Row Academy. Unfortunately, I don't got some of the other names that you got teaching there, as far as like Homicide, Deshaun Pratt,
Right.
Those are on our pro page.
G's, even you had Azrael.
Azrael.
Yeah. And the list goes on and on.
Yes.
But so for the people out there who's looking to become a professional wrestler in the South Jersey or Philly area or the surrounding areas, we'll be back after this quick commercial, I'm going to say. So check this out.
Thank you.
Hey, yo, what up, people? You already know who it is. Just in case you don't know who it is, this is Ortiz, one half of the greatest Puerto Rican tag team on this damn planet, representing Team Pazuzu, the Inner Circle, Ortiz. And I'm here getting back to basics up in Deptford, New Jersey. Deptford, I said it right? Yeah, I said it right. Yeah! Come get back to basics. Come get trained right here at Super Krazee School. Ow!
I paid off front too.
Well, there you have it. That was a quick splice together, super crazy commercial that I grabbed from your video that you already had. I just had to change the music in the video due to copyright reasons, so I had to put a uncopyrighted tune in there.
Well, thank you. Hopefully, guys, if anyone's interested that's listening, come on out there. For all the vets, please come. We would love your knowledge and your wisdom and your skill.
And so I see he disappeared on us again.
He's right here. He coming.
All right.
He running.
Yeah, he running for the hills.
Yeah.
He running like it was a little kid coming up. Are you my daddy? Oh damn. You're just hurting my stomach looking at that stuff.
He makes me want to go get my alcoholic beverage.
Get it?
Now, dog.
Yes.
Now, years ago, you started out very, very young and skinny because you bulked up like a motherfucker nowadays. But back then,
Grits and cheese eggs.
got to see you in pretty much like the Philly, South Jersey area mainly. The one that stood out to me back then was when you started working with Jersey All Pro Wrestling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
A beautiful company. I was at well, go ahead and answer the questions. I don't want to take over.
No, it's all right. It's right. If you have a story to tell it.
I'll tell a story. A very, very, very rare opportunity for me that I should have held on to. But my arrogance and my immaturity led to me being let go there. I worked the likes of, and I'm not bragging. I don't like to brag. A lot of people are like, oh, what you ever did. I don't like to brag because I don't want to take away from what you want to tell me.
But you were there with a lot of top Indian guys.
Yes, I worked. I was like Moff's first or second match. That was Dan Moff. Back down in Philly, I was like G's first or second match. I was Low Key's first or third match. I worked alongside with great people, but then I was on my superstar-ish one day, and I showed up late, and they did everything in their power to put me over, to put me in a line of the brand of my own lane, and I just like, oh no, I'll do it my way. I showed up late. I had a boatload of women in an SUV. I toured New York before I got there, and I figured I was the whole show, which I wasn't, but in my mind I was. And they asked me to go home. I said, "Hey, I, I don't need this," and I really did. I really did. It was a great company. It was a great company. One of the great companies I ever worked for. Um, I wish they were still around. Owe them a lot of gratitude and a lot of what you say, just payback of my
Yeah.
arrogance and my immaturity. Um, it was they just gave me everything in a silver platter, and it makes me sick to even think what I did back then. You know.
I I feel like sometimes we all go through a point in our life where especially in this business where if we would have done things just a little bit different, things would change completely. Like me, like instead of coming back to the Reading area,
Yes.
there's sometimes I wish I would have stayed in Philly because then I would have been working with a lot of those Philly, South Jersey guys more often then.
I remember like when I can go back to the silver pants and the long hair. I think you didn't wear did you wear a mask?
Yeah, I was a sheet character.
And then it reminded me of the movie of the game. Was it Shinobi?
Actually, hold up. I got that bad boy right here.
Oh shoot! How do I
Oh,
get?
he gonna go pull it out.
Wow.
He's like, let me
Yeah.
open up my up. I saw the birds flying out of there, man.
Right.
Let me see.
Saw the bugs, crickets, flies.
As we try and get it bigger, don't bother it because I don't want it to mess up. But I
I
don't.
kind of switched the colors up on the outfit.
Oh man,
shit!
I want you to don't say shit on damn thing.
Let me.
We
switch the colors.
curse. It's perfectly fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I switched up the colors. I got the green and
Yes.
stuff now. So I guess the cat's out of the bag for the people out there who don't know. With my other gimmick, yes, that was me. So
Yeah. Yes.
Nobody knows.
this is the first time ever I admitted it live. So yeah, thank you guys. I just gave away my other identity.
Not the spoiler, but it's on some serious ish. It's like people always ask the question like, oh, where he come from, where you come from. Nobody really knew that Chio was the dude with the Dark Carnival. If am I correct?
Yeah, me and JoJo.
Yeah, and
Shout out to JoJo.
shout out to JoJo, Silver Pants, and back in the day, people don't get that when we put in that work back in the day, where you travel, what you put in like miles just to get to Hawkins,
Yeah.
or they don't get that. They get all bad. Oh man, if I go 30 minutes, that's too far. No, bro, we had to
Especially when you don't have a car.
Right.
Yes. Shout out to Flex Wheeler because he put a lot of stuff together.
Yes.
If it wasn't for Flex, I would have never knew you at that time. But people don't get that the history. It's not about the guys on the TV. It's about the guys that want the independence. The Reckless Shoes, Twiggy Ramirez, Rick Ratchet,
And the guys like Reckless Youth. He was there.
Yes, he was there. He had one of the cleanest looks I've ever seen in wrestling. He was before his time.
Like a decade before.
He was known as King of the Indies at the time.
King of the Indies. You had Yarn Wolf. You had Danny
Inferno.
It's just a lot. It was, the grind, the putting together the rings that came in a million pieces.
My ring still comes in a million pieces.
And this is true. Yes, it does. Yeah.
Shout out to Ron Starr.
Shout out Ron Starr, Cedric again.
Rick,
You know, it's,
And you know what's funny though for Rick Rick Barr, people don't realize it. Like he came from our area in the Philly area. He was at Hawkins and this and that.
right.
But the funny thing to see where he's at now today, if we would tell the story to people, they would probably not but believe us. He was one of the guys. He still is one of the guys.
Right.
But now you know what? His son Rodney
Right.
is the grandson of the legendary Hall of Famer Yokozuna.
Yokozuna. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Wow.
He put in his work. He was a little bit more corporate than I was. Crossed his T's, dotted his I's, and he didn't really let it hang out there. What? You listening? He didn't really mess around with the hoodlums of wrestling.
Yeah, the ones that always got into trouble, hanged out, smoked, drink, all that other stuff.
Yeah. I would never change the time I came into business. This time now, this gang that's coming through, it's different.
Well, the with the students that are coming now,
Yes.
I'm not teaching them everything I learned, because here's the thing: a lot of stuff I was taught was not the right way of doing things.
Right.
A lot of stuff I had to learn on my own through time, and I had to fix myself first before I can show anyone else what the game is all about.
Right.
So now when I'm teaching anybody new, I'm not just teaching them moves. I'm teaching them like outside the business. Look, take care of yourself. Worry about your if you're young, get your education, get that degree, because wrestling is not promised. That,
because because once I'm quite sure, I'm not talking for you, but you have seen them come and they go. Battles, they're in the ring, they're out the ring battles, and then a lot of them is not here to talk about it to this day. A lot of times, and I may be being reckless with my mouth, but a lot of these parents need to just sit down with their children and be diligent, be straightforward with them, teach them parenthood, adulting, because a lot.
It's like we're raising them all
it's
over
like
again.
we're doing it. It's like
When
we're
they're 28 years old.
Yes, it's like I don't want you to depend on me to where it's the fact where you gotta. I mean, I get phone calls in the middle of the night sometimes, and I'd rather not say why, but I'm quite sure you guys know. But that I don't have a problem with that. But if parents did their job these days, you wouldn't need people like us to either take them out, show them how to do things in life.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And some of these stories I hear is heart-wrenching. I'm serious.
Oh no, it definitely is. Look, coming from the dungeon to now being over to ACPW, like the horror stories that I've heard, some of the kids that came into the dungeon, that started out there was like, look, this is not how it is.
Yeah.
And I've taken what I've been taught and I've gone somewhere else with what that is and my twist of it.
Right.
Like, look, we train Monday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So like Ty does the Saturday and Sunday. So Mondays and Fridays we'll train for like an hour and a half, and the other bits we're going over character stuff. We're just sitting there talking real life. Like
Tyrino?
Yeah.
Tyrino, shout out to Tyrino. I love him to death.
That's who does the weekends, and I take the week. But it's like, the kids that we have, like I like what you're saying, like parents need to like step up more because my phone. I'm 100% with you on the whole my phone ringing deal. Like my phone rings at the most ungodly hour of the night because one of them is like, "Hey, so I decided to watch this. I need your advice on it."
Right.
Okay. Dude, it's like 2 a.m. I got work at 6, but all right, let's talk.
No.
Like I'm not gonna turn my ear. I'm not turning my back on you. I told you, y'all can call me whenever y'all want to talk. Like, and I'm not gonna not. Like, I'd rather sleep. I love y'all, but no. Or see, they're out drunk and they need to talk to somebody.
Right, my phone, and I get that they watching that and blah what you just said, but and Denise could be my witness. I'm talking almost life threatening. And I'm serious. I mean, guys, it'll be like I had one guy, he couldn't get a match together, and it was a good match, but he wanted to chalk it up and let the business go. I had another one. He just wanted to say, "Hey, I didn't want to be here no more." And my phone is open for anybody who wants to call, but this is where we are in life, where these institutes, these wrestling institutes, like Tremont's, they look at them a certain way. And at first, before I opened my institute, I was like, "Oh, why would they look at him like that?" But now I get it.
They look like a father.
They look at him a father figure, and now
Oh God, yeah.
I'm looked at it as a father figure. There's nothing to brag about, but when you got a student ready to call you and say, "I don't want to be on this earth no more," it's another like, wow. Mm-hmm. Now my job is in overtime and overdrive.
Yep.
And Chio can attest, and you too. We didn't have to go through that back in the day, but now in 2021,
you can actually be open and reach out to somebody, because back then you had to be tough. You got to be, you got to be that tough guy.
Look, if I would, like, I'll say this. I know back in the day, if I was at that stage, I could call Mark Mess instantly, and he'd be over at my house in seconds.
I know,
but there is trainers, like all of us here have always been that person. Like, you can call our phone no matter what, we're always going to be there. But there is those schools that are like, I don't give a shit what your personal life is. It's wrestling. Leave your personal life at the door, and I don't call my phone with that BS. Like, that's the thing that needs to change too. Like, wrestling now, like, that is a phone call no one should ever have to get, like, from one of your students. Like, hey, I think I want to leave this earth. Like, no.
You know what's a funny story? I was just sitting here trying to remember, and I looked over at T here, and something popped in my head that involves him, me, and you, dog.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not at all.
No, not at all. He didn't remember either. Take a good look at this man. There was an outdoor show.
150 pounds lighter. Remember that?
What happened?
I used to be 100 pounds lighter.
There was a outdoor show in, I believe, Camden, New Jersey, and I believe it was for Rick, and he rented the IWA ring.
Oh,
and
shit.
there was a three-way match between me, you, and this gentleman in the middle outdoors, and we were changing in the back of a U-Haul.
I remember that.
The thing I remember the most is you put a milk crate at my nuts, follow that up with it was a chair. Attached to that was a milk crate, and you come from the other side of the ring to drop kick it. That's what I specifically remember.
I don't know if I stepped on your back.
Oh, shit.
If I did, I apologize. I was trying to do a sunset flip, but I didn't do no luchador shit. So I just
wrong with it, bro.
Stepped on your back.
Back in the day, we was on
crazy stuff.
On the crazy shit where it was like it was a different level. It was like we had no fear. We had no fear.
Not one, dog, not one.
Not one. It was I'm glad.
Like,
Right.
if I were to say the shit that we tried then to try now,
Mm-hmm.
whew,
Right.
we were like, hold up, can we sign a waiver agreement
Right.
to make sure?
What was I thinking? What was I thinking? It just man. I just you have you had a protege, Chio, the guy with the mask on, the young guy. He was a pretty good dude.
What, that came out to your school?
Yeah. Yeah.
You talking
No,
about Felipe?
yeah. He had a no fear. He reminds me a lot of what we did back in the day. Um
It's funny you brought him up. That kid, everyone always believes that he was my son because when you see him without his mask on,
he looked
he looks like my daughter,
right.
and everyone knows my daughter. And then he was always hanging around with me, so everyone initially
Yeah.
thought, "Hey, that's your kid." And the funny part about it is, like, when I had my very last match,
Uh-huh.
he had his very first debut match. So it
Wow.
was like it was like a switch right there. We switched places, and to this day, he still calls me Pop. I call him my kid. You
Uh-huh.
know, so it is what it is. My
Hey,
old ass.
so
Go ahead.
I hate to jump in and change the subject, but the internet's blowing up. Legendary wrestler Dominic DeNucci has passed away.
And we just seen him at Hamburg.
It's literally someone posted it. I'm on Twitter, and it's literally just.
Wow.
He was
I mean, everybody's posting it. Mr. Ooh La La, I think, just shit. No, he hasn't shared it, but
Everybody check on
perched on
Mick.
the perched on the top rope, and then Black Label Pro have all just been posting it.
wow.
So
Everybody check on Mick.
Rest in peace.
That's
All right.
yeah,
We're
damn.
Trainer.
losing a lot of legends. You know,
I just yeah.
we're losing a lot of legends. And a lot of these new guys don't really realize. Like at the school, we not to take away from that, but to touch on. I tell the guys, I'm like, you don't even know who the hell is in that next ring or who you working out with. You just know you just flippity dippity. Like, get to know who you working with. Like, you just did an arm drag such and such with Chris Dickinson. And you don't know who these guys are. They paved the way for you. You know what I mean? I don't know. They don't want to know the legends.
No, they want to know themselves. They want to know their stature of their own limitedity.
Yes. Like at Hamburg, we was sitting right across from Todd Gordon, Too Cold, and Joel Gertner, and people was like, "Who them guys?" I'm like, "All right, you don't even need to be up here."
No, the young generation, like, you old fucks, basically. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. It's like, we are the old fucks that will rough you up
Yes.
if the headlock is not adjusted right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I love the new wave of athleticism. I really do. I do. But sometimes it's like, I want to wonder, what is it besides what you could do in the ring? Can you prosper outside the ring? How can you develop this character? You know, and some of them don't know a hole in the wall.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Now you were bringing up some of the ECW vets that were sitting across from you,
Yes.
and I think I remember a story. But if I hope I'm correct about this. I believe you told me a story about between you and I guess Sabu. Back then, you were young, doing all the flippity flips, and somebody was getting mad.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, can you enlighten us with that story?
It was me and Ricky, Ricky Debacle. Shout out to Ricky. We got one of the mysterious trips up to Detroit, Michigan. Malcolm.
Oh,
I think it was Insane Championship Wrestling, and um, I'm out there with the pajama pants, looking like with the title boots on, with it tucked in and it blowed out. So it was me and Ricky against Ron Sexton and I think Edge back in the day. And long behold, I'm doing all the bouncing off the ropes and da dee 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 dee. And I'm looking at my hero, Sabu, which that's his neighborhood. And I'm just in awe, and I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm impressed, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be just like you. I'm gonna be just like you. Long behold, I'm just like slapping. Because one, I'm not doing it right. Two, I got a hood on, and I'm looking like garbage out there. You know what I mean? He pulled me to the side, and he gave me my little tongue lashing. Needless to say, I never did it again. Never did it again. You know. But it was that moment in time I met my hero, and I figured, you meet Michael Jordan, and I'm dunking on the court just like you. And
Bro.
you figure you're doing a justice when you're really doing a murder, or you're hurting the problem.
I understand it 1,000%. 1,000%, dog.
Mhm.
I had a match in IWA, and it was at the roller skating ring, and this is before deployment and things of that nature.
Right.
When I was actually in wrestling, like at full capacity, I showed up to the event high as fuck.
Oh.
I'm gonna be dead ass with you,
Mhm.
because I was already getting text mails about going to OIF, going to Iraq, and
Thank you for your service.
you're welcome, sir.
Mhm.
I had I wouldn't call it a tryout match, but I know it was a tryout match now that I look back on it.
Mhm.
With ZZW, they had Z-Bar and some other dude at a tag team match with me, and I failed completely. I failed completely. And Z-Bar threw a clothesline, launched it at my fucking nose. And that's when I knew. As soon as that clothesline hit, you was in the test and you fucked up.
Yeah.
It was at this moment you fucked up.
And I'm like, oh shit. Everything came crashing down. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, this was a test.
Right.
This was everything to go to the next level.
Yeah.
I spent the next 3 hours of this fucking show outside crying.
Yeah.
Like screaming, what the fuck did I do? Apologizing to I came in and apologized to Seabaugh, say, hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's one of them things, like, you don't know when it's going to happen, but it happens. Yeah, you get knocked on your ass, you get yourself back up, but you don't know who's watching.
Exactly. And that's what I try and teach these kids. Like you just said about you and your debacle, you spent your time outside crying, and then you wanted to make it better, and you apologize. These kids these days,
They don't apologize.
they don't want to apologize for nothing.
Hell no.
They think you are jealous and you're just mad because they're there and you're not.
I'm athletic.
I'm athletic as fuck. My gear is set. Bro.
I could jump off the top of the Walmart states.
Yes.
I'm like, bro, that means nothing to me. Can you hold one of these in your jaw without bitching? And when I say hold one of these in your jaw, I'm gonna ram something that's close to a full fist, but not really.
Right.
But it resembles a full fist to your jaw. And like, can you run? Can you make sure that you?
Hey, everyone! What I notice in the sound when I'm listening here is when any of us talk, not on your end, dog, But
Yeah.
any of us, when we talk and he's talking, we actually start cutting them out. I notice. So before we say anything, let's give them some time to finish what they're saying because
Okay.
I don't want them to cut out.
No problem.
No. For you're for you to finish talking. It's
Oh.
us guys here on the side.
Oh,
When any of us over here talk, we
Yeah.
cut you out by accident. I noticed that.
Oh,
There
okay.
goes my heartfelt thing I was going on, this rant I was going on that you and Dennis like, yeah.
I mean, I
Fuck the
love,
Indies.
right? I love the business. It's just going to where a lot of guys think they need to be over, and they really not.
No.
It's a trying time to try and get these guys to understand where we come from. The soup, the bread, the grit, the grind we came from, where and I was just telling somebody, we didn't have gear makers accessible to us. Like, no offense to Chio, we the rings were in a million pieces, you know, and the venues were hard to get and far between, you know. So I just want them to know our struggle, where we come from, and what it took for us to get here.
And on top of that, back then it was not as many companies as it is today for them to go around. There's no internet platform like now where guys can just pull their phones out and stream their match, as have their girlfriend or whoever friend record their match while they're in the ring. You know, it wasn't like that back then.
Right.
Now,
Right.
now, dog. I seen something online from Al Snow. He had this big statement that he wrote out that, you know, wrestlers don't perform for fans anymore.
No,
They don't.
and I was just going over that. I said, and I don't mean to be like that, but I said, you guys wrestle for each other. It's like when dudes come to dance, and you got all these women around. All y'all want to do is break dance for each other, stand in your cipher and dance for a group of men. That's what these guys. It's no more heat. It's no more getting the crowd going. You do it just to sell a couple of shirts and be gone.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe
Look, it's been that way for a while.
yeah, and maybe you want the promoter to bring you back, but you want the promoter to bring you back for what? Because you can flippity dip and zippity doo, and there you go. I had somebody hit me up today. He said he was coming. He said, I would like to come work for you, blah, blah, blah. I've been in the business 18 years. And I'm coming from Buffalo, New York. I said, dude, ain't nothing I can do for you. They're coming from Buffalo. Then you're going to be in, 3-4 hours transit?
Some people make those trips now, like they're like back in the day. Guys like us, we were making those trips for pennies of nothing practically. Yeah. And now there's a very few select guys out there who are making those rounds,
right,
who are trying to travel, and they know ahead of time, I ain't gonna make shit. I just want this opportunity.
Well,
you know,
the thing is, a lot of these cities don't have shows anymore because we're wrestling for each other. Everybody's spawning the business out. The owner is the champion, or the owner is a part of the group. Like, they're not opening the school or the company to push newer talent or established talent. They're doing
Preach.
So now they have to make a 5-hour trip to another state just to get put on. And
yes, ma'am.
And touch on what she just said. We just had a show at the building, and nobody knew the owners. So everybody, you guess who everybody was marking out to? Security guards.
Yeah.
So the security guards was telling these mother what to do. And they was like, man, the owners told me. The owners told me.
That's
The
not the
owners.
owner.
That's not the owner, bruh. That's the head of security. That that vigorous dude that wants to take that bump. So he told you to go do X, Y, Z, and you got kicked in the face. And the security guard told you to do that. Happened this Saturday.
I could have sent him to Fazio. That's the owner right there. Talk to him.
And you could have, because guess what? It was one. I'm not telling you, Tio, but it was one of your favorites. One of your favorite guys did it.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And I was highly disappointed because all the years you put in this business, you listened to the JD Hogg looking security guard.
He ain't running nothing
but his mouth. And you listen to everything he said. And you got kicked square in your face. For what?
I'm definitely gonna have to go back and see some of the footage that was posted from
No, you just when we get off
from the bootleg.
You can hit me up. I'll tell you after we get off. And I'm just like, wow.
And we're not teasing.
We're not teasing
But
them.
it's a lesson for people that are in the business or trying to get in the business. Don't mark yourselves out.
Me and Ricky had a match with Bad Company, I think. And Paul Lee told us, we was doing ECW. Paul Lee told us, he said, I want you to job these guys out. Me and Ricky took it upon ourselves. It's like, nah, we're going to let y'all get a couple of things in. But they worked us and said, all right, no problem. Even though Pauline told us job them out, we didn't feel good dropping them out. But guess what? We was never asked to come back.
Now, when you said Bad Company, was this?
Yeah.
It wasn't Paul Diamond and Pat Tanaka, because that's the only Bad Company I remember.
Need a bad something.
Not Bad Breed, because that's Ian Rotten and Axel.
No, all right, then give me another one with the bad something.
Man, I can't even think that. Well, I know it ain't Bad Crew, because they came later on after you guys were gone.
Yeah, but nevertheless, I forget the tag team name. I could if I saw their face, because they had the manager Damian something.
Well, Damian Kane. Well, then that's Bad Crew. Then they look like Nasty Boys.
Yes, they did. They did.
Okay, then maybe he's were there around the same time. Then I guess.
Yeah, and he told us blah blah blah, just job him out, go for the finisher, and we didn't listen. That's another, where it was like, not listening, doing what the fuck, doing what the stuff I want to do, and it was just like, wow. To this day,
and if you would have listened, you probably would have been still working there at the time, and you would have been an original legend.
Yeah, I didn't listen, and I always like to point out my faults, because I want these guys to know that by not listening and doing it your way, it doesn't always work, because you're looking for the option of right now instead of the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Tomorrow, next month, next year, And always, me and Kalua always we were good people, good friends, good people. He is. Less is more.
Less to sell.
Yes.
Let's start selling again. Less
is more. The less you give them, the more you have to give them next time.
Yep.
And the time after that.
Now, dog. We probably got about maybe 15 minutes left in the show. Okay. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. I'm gonna ask you some questions.
No problem.
And the first thing that comes to mind.
Yes.
Who singles or tag team was your favorite people to compete against?
I would say Kalua. I would say
King Kalua, right?
Kalua.
Yeah.
Who else?
Chio.
We would say Chio.
Your head's getting too big there, Chio.
I
Draven.
tried.
Yeah, I don't know if I can say the name Draven. Can I say Draven?
Yeah, you can put him over.
You can I put him over. I never worked my man here. Never worked him. That would be fun. Ron Star was easy.
Oh, he's smooth. He's smooth.
Yeah.
Look, I love working Ron, and thank you, O-Dogg, for that opportunity.
Yes. I mean, you know he got his own company now, so you can just mosey on down there.
Shout out to Alpha Omega. They have a show coming up.
I know I could, but like you gave me my opportunity to finally face like someone I love, like, and I consider like my family. So
yeah,
that was too much fun.
Well, I mean, it's always I try and make the day easy. So if you're gonna do a double one, you know, I mean, I worked Balls Mahoney. I walked Nunzio.
Now, besides everyone you worked, was there some talent out there that you wished you had worked?
Once we on it, we Reckless Youth. I didn't think my maturity was with him. My work ethic, I didn't think it was with him. Kakoa. Kakoa. I would like to work. I would have liked to work him. Who else?
I'm sure there's a lot out there that we never got to sit down and work with.
It's a lot out there, but I would always beat my head up over whether, would I do this? Would I mess up? Would I do that?
Tony Reyes one-on-one without stepping on your back.
Huh?
I said Tony Reyes one-on-one without stepping on your back.
Look, I still want to work O-Dogg one time. Like just one time, it has to happen.
Okay.
It's never happened. I'm just saying.
I got one for us.
What?
Okay. We all got cameras, whether it be phone or whatever. There's 4 of us here. Mm-hmm. One guy that we all can work, which I already worked, Dog. We can all work. Well, actually, Mikey, we got to work up there above us.
Yeah,
this guy.
He ain't said nothing.
No, he's this is Frankie Frizzo's brother.
Oh wow,
biological brother.
Yeah.
I actually have worked with Pat the first month and a half that he started learning how to do pro wrestling. So I do know a little bit about bumps.
Oh.
Okay. Well, then you know what? One day we have to get you out there at the academy. You saw the video already. You definitely got to get out there.
All are welcome.
Yes, please come.
I want to get him out there on the show that I can't make it on the 11th, because he's going to be in studio with us during the podcast on September 11th at 10 a.m.
Do the podcast from the building, bro.
We're doing in studio our live in studio show we do, and then I got to head up to North Jersey for the show that I'm working.
Yeah.
So I got that one.
Have to pop on September 11th instead of doing all 7 shows in the studio.
Well, let's put you to work, brother. Come on.
And you take Mikey with you.
Yeah.
So he can experience something great.
Yes.
Well, then I would say I'd bring Mikey, but then my thing is I got tickets to the Phillies game that night too, so like I'm not going past the Philly stadium.
Man.
And I have my girl with me, so like it's gonna literally like go into the studio with me and Nina, and then I would have to jump ship from like right there over to O-Dogg's.
Hey, is she ready to work yet or no?
No, that's a totally different ballgame and story.
Okay, no problem. Because I need somebody to work Debbie Kane.
Only person I could think of off the top of my head, honestly, would probably be
Sienna Duvall.
Izzy McCoy.
Izzy McCoy. I know she would work her, but I don't want her working. We need her for the event. They going
Yeah,
to quick.
because we have Izzy coming in for the September 4th show because the women's champ for ACPW is coming. She lives in like Ohio or whatever.
Wow.
So she comes. That girl's coming a long distance, and her opponent backed out, and they literally had me find somebody in a replacement with like 3 weeks before showtime, and I'm like, all right, I got somebody here.
Hey, are they still going over? Is they still going over? I'm gonna ask the question. My fault. Are they still going through something over that title?
I don't even know what's going on with that whole title situation.
Okay.
Next question.
Like, I'm so confused about the whole situation. It's not even funny.
Shout out to the dude that's holding it.
Yeah.
Love him to death.
The king.
Love you, bro.
We love you.
And a lot of guys like them too. The tag team, they don't really get their just due because they're pioneers in the industry somewhat. Because they put the hard work in, they didn't. It's one of the moments where if they had the spotlight on them, they would have went further.
Which team are you talking about? Because I got a little lost here. I don't know what.
The Gunners.
The Guns.
Oh, okay.
Gunners.
Yeah. Now I heard about the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enough said. We don't have to get into it.
No.
Shout out to both of them. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your
Dog.
next? Yes, sir.
Do you have any final words before we call it quits here? Do you have any other shout outs and I'm gonna after that I'm gonna have to go to Sienna for her involvement of as far as all your platforms where people can find you, because God, if I ask you, dog, you ain't gonna remember shit.
Not at all.
So any final words, brother? Take it away.
Final words is be kind to one another. Just listen to the guy that's trying to talk to you or needs the voice's opinion or get something off his chest. It doesn't hurt to be kind or listen to someone. Just be kind to each other, and let's stop wrestling for each other. Let's wrestle for the people out there who are in the team. I had a lady come to me. She inboxed me and said, "It's been so long since someone was nice to me at one of these shows." And all I did was just give her food and I think and some alcohol. So just let's be kind to each other and let's pack these buildings and these stands back the way they were.
Yeah, and the only way that's gonna work out if everybody out there vax up, mask up. I know some people are against it, but if this shit keeps on rising up with this whole COVID stuff, for everyone who loves wrestling, who wants to go to the shows, but you're against wearing masks and against and getting vaccinated, yous are the reason why we're gonna be shutting down again because use. So it is what it is.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna turn it over.
So please, people, follow procedures so we can
enjoy wash your hands. Yeah. I don't think the past president and the present president have to tell you to wash your hands. Just wash your hands.
And your ass. And your ass.
And your ass.
And your gear.
Yeah.
Gear.
Yes.
You can
wash your goddamn gear, you stinky mofos. God damn.
You can change your socks. Thank you.
All right, dog. Thank you very much. Love you, brother.
Love you too.
Sienna, it's all yours. Where can they find Super Crazy Pro Wrestling in the Skid Row Academy?
You can find Super Crazy and Skid Row Academy on all 3 platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also have a YouTube channel. We're going to be starting to upload content to that, and that's going to be Super Crazy Wrestling.
Sweet. Awesome. I hope the next time we get you and Dog on, maybe we'll have to come there and do a pre-recorded one, a nice sit-down, more professional type that maybe we can go a little bit more in depth, because tonight it was like a little bit more relaxed, laid back. Everyone's just chilling type of night.
Hey, sorry. I had to speak
No,
to-
no, it's quite all right.
Let's definitely film at the school.
Yeah, we definitely have to. Yeah, me and Dennis will come out. We'll sit down with y'all, and we'll try to get some notes together so we can go more in depth.
Yes.
Where we're not on a time restraint, anything like that.
All right. Well,
I'm
please,
down.
everybody's welcome to come down.
All right. Thank you again for coming on. Love you too.
Love you guys.
And we'll see you when we see you.
Yes. Each other at some point. You better come down, Dennis. I'm staring at you.
I know. Listen. I'm trying my best. God, she really is staring into that camera. That's some scary shit. Because I'll be real. If I get hit by her, I'm going down. Okay? No, like shoot all down. Like I'm gonna go to sleep.
Oh my God.
Oh.
All right. Thank you for coming on.
Fighting us on.
All right. Once again, thank you for coming on. And one person I didn't get to see was Twin. You could tell her I said hi. How you doing, girl?
When I first started talking, so I'll tell her hello.
Yeah, I seen her go up the steps when you were on. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again, and I'll talk to you and Dog soon. And Dennis, you want to say bye to him before I hang up?
Huh?
Peace.
I'm going to bed. I'm ready to go to sleep.
Right here.
I don't even know what day it is now.
So tired. Yes, but thank you guys for having us on. Thanks to everyone who's watching. We love you all.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Love y'all.
Love you too. Love you, Twin. Hey, there she is.
There she is. What up, boo boo?
Oh.
I call her Twin because we were born on the exact same day, same year, same day.
Twin Geminis.
Yeah. So.
Evil.
Hey, good night, honey.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Oh wow. So well, they were supposed to be in the beginning of the show. Things got a little, I guess, clustered there. We were all over the place with our topics and stuff. So
but it's fine because we can save some topics for Saturday.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna be in studio on Saturday.
Yeah, and there's some stuff we didn't even touch on at all. So yeah, we can rehash everything we probably already talked about already, because we're gonna have Austin in the studio with us as well. And like I said, there's a couple things we probably didn't even touch on, and we still got between today that we just found out about Dominic DeNucci to talk about. We even got SmackDown tomorrow night.
Yeah, I was gonna say
as
SmackDown
well
tomorrow, and Rampage, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
At 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So
More wrestling. Yes.
Sorry, Mikey, we didn't get to hear as much as we like to out of you. Hopefully on Saturday you come full force and you're ready to go in. So and if anything,
Oh yeah, we have a whole list of topics that.
Yeah, and we got Austin to back you up. So between you and Austin trying to go head to head against me and Dennis on the other side of the table, we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what kind of Saint Bernard you really are. But yeah,
You're going down. I'm gonna beat you just like I beat your brother.
Oh.
So, gentlemen, like I said, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark, and as always, we try to stick between an hour or two. Two's the max, so we always stretch it anyway. That's us. Like I said, it tonight was a relaxed night. It was it is.
Was it really?
Yeah, was it really? Really, was it?
I didn't curse really. I said one curse word all night in 2 hours.
I have
That's
to
a record.
apologize. I have to apologize for Dennis. He should have had a better intro than what I gave him. You deserve better than back with Home Depot. Back
I like Home Depot. I'm okay.
I'm a Lowe's guy.
Where the hose pick him up, where the limo goes. That's where he belongs.
Pick the hose
I'm not Ric Flair. I don't have a limo for hose.
Yeah.
Soon. We're gonna work on
And
it.
I don't want to be hosed because I don't like having anything to where doctors need to help
We'll
take care
take
of it.
care of your wife. We'll take care of your wife. Don't worry about her.
Get the hose
Oh, you'll
out,
take care of my wife?
hose out
I
the
never got
hose.
Take care of your
married.
We'll take care of your wife. She's gonna have shopping spree. You're gonna have
Apparently, they said you're my
limousine
wife.
riding.
Apparently,
You're
they're
gonna
calling
be-
you my wife.
Uh,
They're calling you my wife. I don't even know when did we get married.
It's all right. I get people who do the same thing to me too. I'm like, do you see a fucking ring on his finger?
There's no rings.
You don't even got a shadow. Not even a thing that says there was one ever. Never.
I can never be hospitable to anybody. I swear.
So are you guys? Should we just say screw it and just go buy wedding bands and just call it?
No,
Yes,
no.
yes.
You know what? At
He's like,
Walmart,
no.
Then glow in the dark TikTok bands too.
at Walmart, I
Oh,
seen they got
jeez.
those silicone ones to
Uh-huh.
get. I was actually tempted to get one of them, and be like, ah.
Look, Randy Orton wears one.
What a silicone one.
Yeah, in the ring.
You know what? Mo, he actually he hates rings. So what he had done, he had it tattooed. He had it tattooed on his finger.
Yeah, there is guys that have them tattooed. I know.
know both
I honestly don't think Randy has his tattooed. I honestly think it's one of those silicone ones.
Yeah, because if you have a real one on and something happens where that thing gets stuck on there and something happens, yeah, your finger's screwed. I was gonna drop the F-bomb there for a second. Sorry, Pat.
Pat, I have not dropped F-bomb all night. You should be happy. I normally drop it at least once.
Yeah, so he says. So
Look, I'm gonna
So-
say this. I know we're on a different show, but the game just finished at the Field of Dreams, and the White Sox just won in the bottom of the ninth with a home run
I hate
over
you.
the Yankees.
Don't tell me this shit.
White Sox over the Yankees. I'm all for that. I can get behind that.
Hold on. Look,
This is what I
geez,
get for
this
wearing
is what I'm
fucking
getting right now.
Oh man.
That's fine. That's quite all right.
This is
I
what
don't like
get
the
for
Yankees.
Wearing an Atlanta Braves hat. This is what happened. I'm like, let's be nostalgic. Let's be nostalgic.
I
This
hate
what
the
happens.
Braves.
Nostalgia feel happens, and I lose. Of course. Of course.
We're tied for first with the
But
Braves.
but then I realized I got 27
You guys
championships.
just lost.
What's
Look,
the final score then?
look.
The preseason game of
Look,
the
I have no hate against the Yankees. I think they're without a doubt the greatest team that's ever played baseball or organization. I'll say it that way. Here's the thing. My two favorite all-time players that have ever touched the field is Derek Jeter and Mariano. Okay?
What are you waiting for? Come on.
No, I'm a Phillies fan. But there's a reason why I like Jeter and Mariano. You know why? It's not because they played for the Yankees. It's how they played the game. No, it's how they played the game with respect and love and
They're
never
gentlemen.
disgrace the sport. And she was like, hey, this is not some baseball talk. This is wrestling talk. How did we get into baseball? Because Mr. Clean over here, your head's so shiny, it looks like a baseball.
The gentleman.
Yeah, it's
and
not
you are
shaved- it's not
correct,
shaving
sir.
all the
You
way.
are correct, sir. Derek Jeter is regarded as somewhat of a Jordanish type figure to baseball.
Jeter was the Michael Jordan of baseball.
You know,
I'll say it. He was the
All right,
Michael
guys,
Jordan of baseball.
Screw
But yeah, we
your
got it.
baseball. This is Breakfast of Bystanders, Thursday Night Slam.
Huh.
But yeah, for our dysfunctional show tonight and our upbeat stooges here that we have, Curly on the top over there. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Mikey. Yeah, you almost sounded like that too a little bit. But yeah, folks, we're gonna wrap this up. If you see down below, you can tune in to all our social media. I'll use this hand over here.
This kind of makes us it shows we are the prime show. Look at all.
Yeah,
this.
we are the Prime Show. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Soon the website will be up. As of right now, you can go to bodyslams.pro, and if you click on the Breakfast and Body Slams logo, it will take you to our Facebook page currently. So as soon as we get the webpage up and loaded and running, the next time you can click on the Breakfast and Body Slams logo, it'll take you to the webpage. Then you can click on any one of our links on there to check us out.
And if you click exactly on Mike's nose, you can get a discount on McDonald's for $9.99 for softy.
Where the hell did that come from?
Look, it's okay, Chio. Listen, I got you,
saying.
Mike. I have your bike back, Mike. And if you click on T's nose, you'll get half off at KFC.
Fuck yeah! and if you fucking rub my titty the next way, you may get a McDouble. You know,
dude, you already got a McDouble.
Get like a discount on the cheese.
You got McTitties. I know you got McTitties going on.
No. I was looking at the breast on breast fillet sandwich. What is it called?
What? It's
KFC.
Breakfast and Body Slams.
No. You know what I'm talking about. I forget what it's called. It's 2 breast fillets, some cheese, and some fixings in the middle. But it's some KFC, and it's fucking delicious. And fuck y'all.
You're in trouble with Pat.
Well, double something, don't they?
Double stack or something. I don't know,
double
man.
Stack, yeah.
All right, everyone.
All right.
This has been another product of Devereaux Sports. We are the Thursday Night Slam guys. Myself, Chio Frost.
Tony Reyes. Catch me at NY. I don't even know my own Twitter.
I'm trying to point to you. Whichever
The
one.
better Bernard.
The better Bernard. There we go. The Saint Bernard, Mikey, and Dennis Reaper.
The greatest of all time.
Yes.
Like I said, folks,
I redeemed myself.
You redeemed yourself.
Like I said, folks, we're here every Thursday night at 9:05. Next week, just by chance, we're having Rob Noxious on the show. This should be very, very interesting.
Hold on. At NYRDGHIGUY. I
have no idea what the hell you just said.
It's my Twitter.
I don't either. But look,
my Twitter.
Pat,
You know what?
Pat, I'm sorry if your kids are watching, but Chio, if you're going to introduce the man for next week to tell people to tune in, you got to do it right.
Rob,
you have to say it.
Fucking Noxious.
Thank you. You just can't. The name Rob Noxious.
That's not even right. That's not even right.
And
ladies and gentlemen, coming in next week.
I'm done.
Rob fucking shot.
He had one too many tonight, folks.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, Rob Noxious, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of pro wrestling training schools out there. He has Fort Noxious, and we're gonna end this show with you can see the video of Fort Noxious. All right. So peace out, everyone. Love yous.
God bless.
Thanks for tuning
See you
in.
later, everyone.
See you, Dennis. You look like you're falling asleep again. All right. we out. Peace.
Peace.
Always wanted to be a pro wrestler? Or are you already a wrestler and looking to improve? Don't know where to start? Or just want to refine your skills? Well, don't wait. Only you keep you from being better. Want to be the best? Then learn from the best. Fort Noxious Training School will help you develop the skills needed to not only become better, but become a legit contender anywhere you go. So don't delay. Find us on Facebook or call 717-379-4599 to schedule a tryout now. That's 717-379-4599.